guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Welcome back.
Okay, so we're gonna give you guys a story time on my husband getting arrested
I got arrested.
for like the 100th time.
A lot. No.
This is the last time that he got arrested, right?
Yes.
It's gonna be the last one.
The last one.
It's better.
A lot of people have been asking like what happened. You know, we posted a video. Actually, we went a little viral of when they came to the house and picked me up.
Yeah.
So,
Fun experience.
fun experience. Where do we even start? Because it's like a long story. Because I went to take care of the ticket, like when we first started.
Okay, we have to talk about how you got the ticket.
I got a ticket. Okay.
Yes.
So we went to a car meet.
Uh-huh.
Went to a car meet. This is when we used to go to car meets like a lot every weekend. We went to Santa Ana,
Yeah. I think this was in 2021, right?
2021.
Yeah.
I got pulled over for loud exhaust. I don't know how we got for loud exhaust. If it was like, well, it wasn't completely legal because it was straight pipe from one side because my how do you call it,
Cats?
the cat was straight pipe from one side because I couldn't afford to buy a new one,
Yeah.
and then the other side was legal, right? But anyways, I was on the freeway. I wasn't even speeding. I wasn't like revving or nothing. You couldn't even hear the car.
But
you know?
it was loud.
It was a little loud.
It was loud.
A little loud. You know, like a little tiny bit.
It was super loud.
Like tiny.
It was really loud.
Like tiny bit. Anyways, you want to go and be on their side?
No, I'm just
You
saying.
should have gone to court.
You stop it.
Okay. So yeah, so I guess, you know, we got pulled over. They gave me a ticket, but they sent me to State Rev. I wasn't really, I thought State Rev was like easy, you know, so I wasn't tripping too much. But then I started asking around and they said like, oh yeah, well, if you take it to State Rev, you know, yeah, you gotta fix that, but then you also have to get rid of your tin, you get rid of your basically everything, stickers,
Like all the mods and everything.
like anything that wasn't supposed to be in the car. So I was like, oh man, I can't afford that.
Yeah.
So I remember I seen someone on Instagram post that they take care of those kind of tickets. So I messaged them and we were talking, you know, talking shit about the cops.
Yeah.
Very respectful cops. And that was that. That happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, I paid $300 to get it fixed.
Mm-hmm. And
Fast forward, what, like over a year?
A year and a half, I want
Like
to
a
say.
year and a half.
Last, November, December, it
Yeah.
happened. We were taking a nap
Taking a nap.
because he wasn't feeling good for his diabetes, and I think I was just getting over being sick. And so it was like the middle of the day, us sleeping like
It was like
2 or 12.
like 10 or 11.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I got
And
over there to the 2.
and someone was knocking on the door, and our room is like right next to the front door. So I think, I checked the window, and I was like, "Babe, the cops are here." And he was like, "What the hell?" So he went. We thought it was for someone else that lived in the house at the time. So
Because I was off probation too. I had barely got off probation. So I was like, what the hell are these fools doing here?
yeah, so we didn't think it was for us at all.
Yeah, and then I went and opened the door. They're trying to, you know, get me to step out of the house. So I watch a lot of TikToks. You're not gonna get me with that. And you know, I told them like, you know what? Well, they said your car was reported in a hit and run.
Yeah, last night, and we were
But
like, what?
I was barely waking up, you know, so I wasn't thinking right. And I was like, nah, you know, I didn't drove my car yesterday or the day before, you know,
Yeah.
been sleeping. And I was like, but okay, well, you know, they asked me, oh, can you grab your keys and show us?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, they got me with the okie dokie, you know. So I went and was like, hey, babe, like, record this. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
And I let them know I don't trust you guys. You know, I'm gonna have my wife record.
Yeah.
And they were asking me for my ID, and I was like, you can't ask me for my ID. I haven't done nothing. You know, I haven't told them I watch TikToks. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to give you my ID.
You shouldn't say that.
I know. But, you know.
So we got down from the house to the bottom where the car was parked.
No, halfway there, I was like, hey, like it hit me, like I finally woke up.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, if my car was reporting a hit and run, you could see that my car has no accidents. Like,
Yeah.
and they just look at each other and give me that look like, yeah, I know it's a bad lie, but you still fall for it.
Yeah.
So I was outside and then just like, you know, like just put your hands behind your back.
And the guy was like, you know what you did and everything. And we were like, I was so confused. I was like, oh my God, it was like the worst nightmare ever because they're turning him around to put handcuffs on him. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, am I still asleep?
He's like, you know what you did? I'm like, no, I don't.
We were like, just tell us.
I don't remember what I did last week. And you talking about something I did like a year and a half ago.
And then they said,
perjury.
Perjury.
You
to
did
the,
perjury.
Perjury to the court.
I
And
thought perjury was like a scary movie. But that's a
Purge.
kind of
It's the purge.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And he was like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah. What the fuck does that mean?
And it kind of like, it clicked in my head like, I know. Why?
I guess it was fake
And-
and paperwork to the state and
Yeah, to the
it is
court. And
it
then-
is a big deal, you know,
yeah,
it's just a
you can't do
felony.
that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
It was a felony, so they took me, but it was just so weird because I mean my neighbors thought they were coming for El Chapo or something, you know?
They had the whole like area blocked. We live in like in a cul-de-sac, so there was cops at the top, like because I was recording, and I mean he basically they shoved him in the car, and that was it. And I was sitting here freaking out, looking at everything. I saw cops at the top, I saw cops at the bottom, and there was a whole bunch of undercovers too. And I was like, he didn't do anything that bad.
I know.
I was like, oh my God, like coming like as to be off
And
somebody.
then it was CHP, right? It was CHP, the ones that came who got me. And he's like, okay, sit in the front. I'm on handcuffs. I'm like, no, homie, you're not gonna sit me in the front. Like that's just no, you don't do that. But I guess that's what they do when they don't have the cage
Yeah.
in the car, so they see you in the front and they put you all the way. They move the seat all the way to the front so you can't move. And I have my hands behind my back. And it was a 2-hour drive from here to Santa Ana. And he was cool, you know, we're talking, racing, other people on the freeway.
Well, I was sitting here freaking out. I was freaking out the whole time. I didn't know what to do. I knew his sugar was out of whack. So I was like, I told one of the cops, I was like, can I give you his insulin? Because he's diabetic and we were sleeping. And so I don't know if he's going to be okay. I don't know how long you guys are going to have him for. Just take his medicine. So I went back inside. This whole time I'm recording, so I have like, it's like a 10-minute clip or something. And so I go back inside, get his insulin, give it to him. I'm bawling my eyes out, freaking out. And he's like, he's sitting in the car. He's like, call my mom. And I'm like, okay. And then he leaves, and I'm freaking out. I didn't know what to do. So I called his mom, and his mom only speaks Spanish. So it was really difficult to explain to her.
I thought it was gonna help her because I was worried because she was crying and like I know she's never been with a real motherfucker, so you know like you know it's like it was something different for her, so I was like okay,
Yeah.
just call my mom so she could help you out, and she knows she's been there, you know.
Yeah.
So
And then his dad took the phone, and I was trying to explain to him because he knows a little bit more English, and he got it, and then he was like, okay, and then he hung up on me, and I was like, that's it? Like, okay, so I was lost. I had nobody, and I realized, like, at that moment, I was like, he is literally my whole life. Like, I was like, I don't know what to do without him. At the time, we only had Feedman, we didn't have Styles. And he takes care of the dog so good, so he's the one taking him to the bathroom and feeding him and everything. And I was like, do I take him to the bathroom right now? When am I supposed to feed him? What am I gonna feed him? What do I do? So I took Feedman to the bathroom, and even Feedman like could feel my energy, and he was just right by me like the whole time. And then I went to go tell my mom, and she was like, what, the cops came? And I was like, yeah, they came. She didn't even know. And she wasn't a big help at the time, but it's okay. She was still supporting. She was like, do you want me to go with you? And I was like, it's fine, I'll go by myself. Because then the guy called me and was like, you could come.
Well, I got there. Hold on.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
So we get there, and they're still having me in handcuffs. It's like an office full of cops. I want to say like 20 of them inside. And then they have these guys right there just chilling for the same reason. Eating pizza and cookies, and I mean, it wasn't my first time, and I never seen that before, you know. They offered me pizza, and I'm like, nah, I don't want no pizza. Just, you know, give me whatever you're gonna give me, send me in or whatever. And that's when they told me we're not sending anybody in. We're just questioning it and sending everybody back like home, just giving a court date. And it was weird. I was the only one there with handcuffs.
Yeah.
So I even told the cop, I was like, hey, bro, like, you know, like, why am I the only one in handcuffs? Like, I haven't attacked nobody since 2015. And the cop would just be like, what? But I'm just kidding, bro. Like, I'm not gonna attack nobody, you know. And I'm not like that. Just, you know, let me be comfortable. Like everybody over there, fucking having a blast, and pizza and cookies, and I'm over here the only one with handcuffs. Like, no. And they still didn't care. They kept me in handcuffs. I remember I asked one of the cops, like, you know what, like, hey, do me a favor, just call my wife. You know, she's like, I know she's worried. Just, you know, basically told them like I'll be as nice as possible. Just do me that favor, call her and let her know that start driving this way, because I already knew they were gonna let me go.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, they start calling people in. They ask questions like, who was it, who this? I'm like, man, I forgot. I don't know the name. You know, I just met someone on Instagram, paid. That was it. Fixed my ticket. And you know, I'm not a good liar. You know, I promise not to lie. It was a big promise. So I told him straight up, I paid $300. I didn't have money to fix my car.
Yeah.
And you know, $300, shit, shoot it. So I mean, if whatever consequences come, like, you know, like take me in, whatever. But then he tried to like twist my words, saying like the name of the guy, like if I had said it. So I was like, no, like never see the name. I don't even know his name, and I didn't for real. And then he just pulled out some papers, and I seen my conversation with him, all Instagram conversation. Like, oh, so you said this about the cops, and then this, and like, oh shit, fuck, this have everything. But yeah, that's when he told me, well, when we had the guy in custody, he told on over 250 people, you're one of them, so now this is felony, this is that. So, oh shit, I knew it was bad.
Yeah.
And what else? After that, I guess the cop called her.
Yeah, so the cop called me and was like, you can come pick him up, and I was like, okay. And mind you, I don't drive very often. Every blue moon I drive. And so I was already nervous, because like, now I have to drive 2 hours to go pick him up. And I was like, what do I do? And so I took Friedman with me, because I didn't want to be alone. And so me and Friedman went to go get him. It was already like dark by the time I got
and
you.
they took me with PJs.
Yeah,
he
had his chanclas and everything. And while he was waiting outside,
I was on the phone with her, and one of the cops asked me, like, no, I don't know if it was a cop or what it was. I don't know who it
yeah,
was.
he said it was a cop.
Yeah, it was like, hey, the homeless shelter is like open already. If you want to go. That's so rude.
They thought he was a homeless guy.
You know,
Because he was in his PJ.
with little shorts and. But I think my mustache. It was too cold.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah. And so right after that, I got there. There was a lot of traffic. I got there and I just felt so much better. I was freaking out. Like, it wasn't even like a long time. It was probably like two to 4 hours without him, and I just felt so lost. Felt so incomplete. I realized like, like he's the one I want. You know, it doesn't matter.
You were married to me, like it was a little too late.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know, like, you think that there's so many people that are gonna be there for you in times like that, and there wasn't. A lot of people found out that are, you know, like family and friends, and they didn't call, they didn't text. You know, whether they like him or they, you know, don't like him or they don't like me, they didn't call, they didn't text to ask if either one of us was okay. It was strangers, you know, random people on the internet asking if we needed anything.
Yeah.
Our clients, our customers are probably like our best friends because they were the ones that were right there and like, if you need anything, let me know.
Yeah. A couple of those weird ones are like, oh, you know, like I'll be there for you or something. Come on, homie. Takes a lot more than that.
When something like that happens, like everybody's true colors really do come out, and you see who's gonna really like be there by your side. And we had to go to court and everything for it.
We were going to court for at least like over half a year.
Yeah, for 6 months. It started in March, and then they just kept pushing it back, and finally,
this last month,
we came up with a decision.
they were giving another date or something, and like I don't know, like it's not that I'm like the badass and I don't care. Obviously, I care. I don't want to go to jail, you know.
Yeah.
But like you know, if I'm gonna go, like send me already, you know. Let's get it over with. And it's not that I wasn't thinking about her or like what is she gonna go through, whatever. But I was just tired of going to court and another court, so they offered me 2 years probation with a felony. So I mean, just give me that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
there's other guys that were going and they're still have another court date. But like, no, that's too much stress, you know, like every court.
It was super stressful, not knowing what the outcome is going to be, knowing that the judge could just change his mind one day and be like, no, jail time now.
Yeah.
Or, you know, 5 years probation or something like that. So we're like, let's just take it. He didn't want to do community service because of his diabetes, the main reason. And it's hot out.
Lazy.
Yeah, and it's hot outside, you know, so it's like, I mean, who wants to
No,
do it?
I'm not gonna be-
So we're like, okay, probation, it's formal probation, so it shouldn't be anything crazy.
I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to, you know. I'm
Yes.
not putting myself out there. I'm not about that life no more. You know, like for real, I'm a weenie. I'm a super weenie. I don't care. You know, just dedicated to my wife, our business,
Our little family.
our dogs. They need me.
Yes,
They go crazy if they don't see me for 5 minutes. So,
oh my, they do.
you know, like just I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and with her help, I don't get in trouble anymore. You know,
It was a little slip up he had, and
it was super stupid. You know,
I
like
tried to keep him in his lane. I always telling him, you know, we have to do the right thing. We have to do the right thing.
and it's so hard because I mean, you know, when you have that criminal mind, it's just like everything sounds so easy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do it, and you know they're not gonna I'm not gonna get caught.
Yeah.
You know, I'm smarter than them, and then boom, you're in jail. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know?
You get caught when you have a lot to lose.
Yeah. So, you know, just trying to stay positive, deal with this probation as long as I have to, and keep working.
Yeah.
You know.
No matter what, I'm gonna be right here by your side, criminal or not.
You're better.
You know, like,
You're better.
but yeah, so we just wanted to update you guys. You know, a lot of people knew what was going on, some people didn't. So we want to give out the whole story of exactly what happened. And things are gonna get better. It's a little slip up, but We've been doing good.
If you guys got any connections with the judge or whatever they want to say. No, but like nice things, nice things. Just to be cool. Oh, that guy's cool, like, you know.
If you guys want to leave a comment, if you guys know us, if you guys met us, or if you guys just like watching us, and give us your support, you want to give a nice message about my husband so we can show his probation officer.
Oh yeah, that will help.
That would help a lot to show that, like, you know, we have people on our side and people know that he's a good guy and he's doing better in life. It's just my ear, my eye is tearing. I'm crying, I'm okay. But yeah, so that would help a lot. Leave a nice comment.
Please, and thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate that.
We do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for supporting us, watching us, dealing with us, and
watch the video a couple times.
And make sure you guys subscribe. Thank you guys so much. And I think that's it.
Stay tuned for the next one. The next one's gonna be spicy. Not that kind of spicy. Oh my God, you're a cochina.
You're a cochino.
No, you're a cochina.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week.